story. 5 years ago, 6 weeks before we had our first gala, somebody, namely Tim Perio, suggested we do a gala. And that was like Sherman to Georgia. We worked day and night and made it happen in 6 weeks. And our program has expanded now, as you know. Every year the theme is different, and it's a lot of fun. The ability to raise funds allow us to send people to tournaments, pay for coaches, pay for equipment. We have trained several para-fencers over the years, and we have some very successful fencers, Kevin Reed and Isabel Hines, who have fenced nationally, and Kevin has just returned from the World Championships for para-fencing in Seoul, Korea. Greg Tyler is a para-fencer that has helped us with his vision and allow us to form this program. And thank you very much for doing that, Greg. We also have in the room Gerald Russell, founder of the Southern California Para-Fencing League and coach who collaborates with us to grow para-fencing in Southern California. So, at this time, I would like to invite Kevin Reed and Coach Rudy, who, like I said, just returned from Iksan, Korea. Please come up. We're going to have a little short 5-minute interview with these two guys to talk about what happened in Korea. And since Kevin has been working hard, he needs to sit down, so where the chairs? Okay. You need a chair? Thank you. Yeah, traveling 12 hours on an airplane was not very conducive for this situation. So congratulations, guys. That was the biggest trip you ever took in our club, right? Yeah. So, tell us about your experience.
Well, the plane flight, as Lucas alluded to, was 12 hours from San Francisco to Korea, but we left from Bakersfield, so the entire flight was closer to 17 hours all the way through. But it was a joyful flight. When we landed in Korea, the first thing we noticed was the weather. We were leaving at the time, if you know, the Bakersfield natives, it was like 100 plus, like 105 that week. It was miserable. But nothing compared to what we landed to in Korea, where they were having their own little heat wave, which was, it was like 90, well over 95, 98, with 100% humidity.
Oh my God.
So when they say dry heat, we appreciate the dry heat. But otherwise, I mean, the welcome that we received there was phenomenal. Everybody was fantastic. Support staff was fabulous. The hotel was top notch and everything. So it was overall an enjoyable experience all the way around.
Can you give us briefly how the U.S. team did there?
So yes, the U.S. team, we competed in several events. The team events was with foil saber and epee, and overall the men's foil team finished 8th, and the men's epee team also finished 8th, and that's out of 39 countries that were present at the tournament. It was the best finish U.S. has had at a World Championship in the last 15, 20 years. So it was definitely an exciting time.
Okay, Kevin, why don't you tell us what you learned from this experience and how was Korea? This is the first time you've been in that part of the world, right?
Yes. Definitely reminded me of
how little food I eat. I went out there and there was just so much food. I'm kind of a picky eater, but I made it all the way to Korea, so I made sure to try a little of everything. And once in a lifetime experience. It was an awesome experience overall. When it comes to the competition, there's levels to everything, and this was World Championship right here. This is as good as it gets right here. And I definitely got humbled a little bit, but at the same time, that's just going to put me to work. So it was an awesome experience.
I know he's humbled, but he scored at least 6 points on every opponent he fenced. Top fencers in the world. These are the guys he's going to meet in the Olympics 2 years from now. Okay, so Coach, where do we go from here?
All right, so we can only go upwards and onwards from here. It was an enlightening experience being at this tournament, and there are certainly areas to expand and grow on, and we'll be working on improving his finishes even better. So we have at least four other international tournaments coming up. This was the first leg in his journey for Olympics selection. So all fencers have to do Olympic tournaments and gain international points in order to qualify to be selected for the Olympic team. So this was the first leg of that. And there's all next year, we'll be going to other international tournaments, either individually or part of the world team that we're going to go to. So we already have Hungary, Turkey, potentially Cardiff in Great Britain, or it could be Pisa in Italy. That hasn't been decided yet which one as a team we're going to go to. And plus there's like it's called Zonos, but there's Sao Paulo, Brazil that's going to be thrown in there as well. So that's already five tournaments that we need to go to in order to qualify for the Olympics. So it's going to be a pretty exciting time next year.
Okay, Kevin, tell me about how you feel about this whole program and the hard work you've been putting to get to this point.
I don't really know. Really, I like showing with words, but overall the experience is just awesome. Athletics and competition is a huge part of my life. And to be able to find something that I can compete at a world championship level in, it's awesome. And to be helped along the way, this is not something you can do alone, really. So to have a good organization help push and keep me on track also, it's quite an experience, and I'm very grateful for it.
Thank you, guys. Okay, now you understand why we need your support.